Well, hello there. How you doing out there on YouTube? My name is Matt, aka 55 Olds Holiday, and today we're working on the 55 Olds Holiday. We're going to be doing some sanding, getting it prepped for paint. Starting off, I'm going to show you some of the stuff we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some stuff around the trim moldings, and we want to get them nice and smooth. So we got a specialty sander, 1-inch sander, so that way we can get it nice and clean. And I'll show you a little bit more of that. So as you can see here, we got this faded paint here in the trim. Now we're going to try and get that all sanded out in here. It's kind of rough. It's peeling paint and flaking away. And there's some rust, some surface rust there. Nothing that's gotten through too much. So we're just going to sand there because I don't want to take these trims off and disturb this rubber weather seal or damage them. So I have a nice little 1-inch sander, get right in there and make it nice and smooth. And then the rest of the car we're going to remove the trim moldings, and then we're gonna sand first, of course, and then we're gonna get it nice and smooth, and we'll see how it comes out. Basically, once we're done, should have a nice shiny paint job. We'll see. So what we got here is a little 1-inch sander, and I'm using pretty fine grit, like a 320. I don't want to go crazy. It's going to take me a little bit longer. You could go down to a 200 if you wanted, you know, but this is the tool basically, what it is. It's an air tool. I got the compressor hooked up inside the garage, got the garage door closed, got some sound deadening so I don't bother the neighbors. I'm in a neighborhood here where there's a lot of houses close by, and so, you know, I have a very good relationship with my neighborhood, you know, so I want to keep it that way. It's like a Saturday, and, you know, people are trying to rest. So I'm just trying to get it nice and smooth, want to do what I want to do. So we're going to use this little baby to get inside those tight spots. Alright, so we're going to hook up the air line. We're going to come and we're going to get in here and we're going to start sanding away. So from this angle, what we're going to be doing, kind of get in here and just really just get this nice and smooth. So go like this. You want to keep it at a slow RPM because you don't want to really, you know, have it come off and ruin this trim molding. Some guys, they like to mask it off here, and, you know, you can do that, and that's, you know, fine. I don't really have the time. I'm a little lazy, but, you know, I'm going to focus more of my efforts on making it smooth, and, you know, the trim will be okay because it's already scratched. You know, and it doesn't, you don't see it down here on the edge. It actually gets underneath the trim. And we'll put a little bit of sealant in here and make sure it's nice and clean. It's not all over the place. It'll look nice and smooth. And then get it ready for the priming. We're going to do a little bit of like spot putty, you know, spot and glaze putty in there just to make it nice, just to get those little imperfections. And then we're going to primer it, like I said. We're going to use a 2-part primer to get it nice and sealed and prevent further rust. All right. So for those of you who are body, you know, do body work, probably pointing out all the things I do wrong, but, you know, I'm really just a self-trained kind of guy. So, you know, this is what we're doing. So come back in a little bit. Now here, you really got to be careful because this, you see kind of this like kind of goldish kind of color. Well, that's kind of, you know, if I'm not mistaken, that's lead. And they used to use lead to fill things, you know. So if you're working with this stuff, make sure you got like a little mask on. You don't want to inhale this stuff, especially you got kids around, you don't want them inhaling this, you know. It's really important because lead can, you know, lead to developmental problems, you know, and can cause some problems. So, you know, just make sure you're doing this safely, folks. All right, so I just wanted to show you some of this stuff kind of close up. You can kind of see it. Could even just get even closer in there. You can see that's kind of what the texture is of it, you know, and you can really see how it's like, you know, it's getting to be, if we let it go any further, it's gonna rust through. So that's why we want to take care of this. So, you know, I've liked the patina look on it, and, you know, kept it like that since I got the car. But the reality is that you can't preserve it like that forever. And I do love this car. It's a great car, and runs like a top. The original Olds 324 from 1955 runs beautifully. It's got a nice carb on it, nice tune, just works really nice. And you know, and so this is the after part. Okay, you can kind of see where I got all that rust off, all that surface rust. All right, it's all been taken off. And we're gonna come back in here and we're gonna do a final sanding with a nice fine coat, but not too fine because we want our primer to stick to it. All right, but we're gonna come right in here and we're gonna really go all the way across, and then we're gonna come around the other side, come all the way across this in between here, and come on up. And this top, which, you know, it's a lovely color, but, you know, I gotta get at it before this part down here rusts, you know. But I'm gonna try to do my best to replicate this. They do have paint shops that do mix this paint, and they do it very accurately. One of them is called Paint Scratch. It's like out west. They have it ready to go for this particular car. So all you old guys from 50s, Paint Scratch does some stuff, you know. They also have a place over here on the East Coast in Mahopac, New York, Mahopac Auto Paint, and they also mix it. They already have the recipe. Your local shops, I don't know. I've tried my local shops, and to have them color match, and they don't even want to touch it. I don't know why. I've also, like, you know, there are cross references that you can use and give them for modern paint codes, but I've just found that a lot of them don't want to work with me about it. I don't know what it is. They don't want to even touch it. It's a really strange thing. But anyway, those places, they do it. I guess they're more a specialty paint shop. So, you know, they do it for you, and you can get that. And so we're gonna make sure that we do this car justice. You can kind of see the front of it. All right, I'm gonna give you a little tour. This is what the front looks like. I mean, this patina, I don't know. It's hard to decide whether or not we want to like do the whole thing. If you look over here, some yo-yo hit me as I was dropping the kids off at school. Had the day off. No, thanks. Don't want to show everybody my garbage cans, but that's what'll, you know, it'll look a lot better than this will here. But this is my first attempt, you know, because I had to do the repair because I didn't want it looking, you know, shabby, you know. But so it's like did the door, and you can see kind of the shine on it, but got a little bit crusty putting it back on. So, because I did all the paint and stuff and body work while it was off the car, you know, and installed this nice little automatic antenna. 25 bucks, Amazon. Probably, you know, probably not original, not new old stock. But you guys want to see under the hood too, I can show it. She is a beauty though. An old type of scoop on there. That's the 324, and it's Olds Rocket. Got a Rochester carburetor on there, 4-barrel, and got a switch converted to 12 volt, of course. I got a double pulley on there as I'm in the process also of installing an air conditioning and heating unit. And you know, just haven't had that hooked up yet. So you got all the parts in there ready to go. You know, some guys, you know, you want to do it original, and you know, I respect that, but this isn't a trailer queen. This is a driver. I like to take the kids out for short trips. Don't want to go on the highway much, you know, because 1950s safety technology is not really what you want to rely on when it comes to your family, you know. But she is just, I don't know, I'm in love with this car. Whoever, the guy had it before me, two guys, they did a lot of good work on it. It was off the road for many years. It was, I believe, last registered in the early 80s. I'm not sure. I mean, by the sticker here, you'd think that's the case, right? So you got 1982, right? So on the interior in here, I've redone the side door panel because you can see they're cowhide, and that's real cowhide. You can get this stuff on eBay. You know, a lot of, you know, ranchers will auction them off, and they're real cheap because they might have holes in certain parts, but you can cut out what you need, and you get yourself some, you know, I think it's 1/8 inch, or no, it might be even, yeah, 1/8 inch MDF. You can use that to use as your backing, and you use some contact adhesive or upholstery adhesive, spray underneath there. And if you want to add padding, I did not, because the cowhide has its natural padding. But that's what I did, because the old door panels had really perished, and I custom made these little panels back here, the kick panels, also out of cowhide, and there's a speaker tucked and hidden back there too, to, you know, because I've got one of these modern or old looking modern radios, and under the seat sub, which it's kind of, some of the foam is coming out there, so it's kind of messy. I should have probably cleaned it up, but who cares? So, you know, you see the nice old dash. It looks good. I'm not doing anything probably to the interior anymore, just those side panels. I'll give you a closer look on the other side. So here on the passenger side, you can see that's the door panel. It's genuine cowhide. It's pretty nice stuff. I'll get you in close a little bit. You can see there, it's got a nice soft fur. You know, it's it looks nice, it feels nice, good stuff. You know, and I used the original, you know, grips. Let me show you the back. Slight color variation, but I like that. You know, it's natural cowhide, has that. So I just tucked these guys right in behind there with the original foam, which was still in really good shape. And then there's a metal bracket that's underneath there, and that actually hooks onto the door, and it's what, you know, you pull on to close the door. So it's a nice nice little, you know, door panel. I think it gives it a real great look. Kind of matches the rust patina. So, you know, that's what my thinking was. You know, so I just you know, I'm just really kind of proud of them. But you know, they're good. It's good, you know. And for those of you who like the original stuff, I know it's not original, and I appreciate that stuff too. But the original door panels for this car are just super expensive. You know, I can't afford that. You know, you know, just got a family, got to feed them, so I got to be responsible about this thing, and kind of like the unique look. So thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you liked what you saw today. Look forward to coming out with more content. You know, so like and subscribe if you like what you saw yourself. And when I come around with more videos, you'll know, and you can see what we're gonna do. Try to bring this baby around. Don't want to do anything too crazy. Don't want it to be factory. We just want it to, you know, be a fun driver to take to shows maybe. So, you know, hopefully you'll come along for the ride. All right, like and subscribe. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.